What kind of power exercises can you get done in a hotel gym?
Let me show you. All right, so today I'm gonna go over some exercises that you can do to build power even in a hotel gym. And this is it's a good gym for most hotels. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use dumbbells, we're gonna use this barbell here, we're gonna use our own body weight to not only improve on just foundational coordination, but also our power production in all different planes of motion. So follow along, let's make it happen. All right, so usually in a hotel gym, you're gonna have a set of dumbbells. Now, these are substantially higher weight than most hotels, but you can get good with somewhere around 30 to 50 pounds for what we're gonna do. And what we're gonna do is a single arm dumbbell snatch overhead. I'm gonna go ahead and use 50 pounds. You can go ahead and scale it down or up depending on one, what you have available for yourself and your strength level. The goal here is to get triple extension, right? To work on power and force production or rate of force from the ground up. So I'm gonna take a 50-pound dumbbell, get into a shoulder width stance. Then from here, I'm gonna hinge and then go into my triple extension, driving my feet off the floor and pulling my elbow as high as possible, getting the dumbbell overhead. All right, so the next one we can do is a plyo push-up. Now, you don't necessarily need to jump up to benches. You can jump up to some plates. You can jump up to a box that's smaller, or just do a standard explosive clap, or just get your hands off the ground. For me, I like to have a guideline on how much explosive power I need to produce in order for me to get to the target. So this is somewhere around 20 inches, maybe even more. That really doesn't matter. Really, what matters is you getting off of the ground and being explosive with the concentric action, all right? So what I'm gonna do is start off in a push-up position. I'm gonna come down fast, boom, then drive up, then back down and absorb force. Come back, up. All right guys, so moving on, we're gonna go ahead and do a vertical jump into a broad jump. With the vertical jump, I'm gonna use dumbbells for added load. Again, you can scale it up or down depending on your ability, but for me, I'm gonna use two 30-pound dumbbells because I still wanna be explosive. I still wanna be able to get off the ground with high force and high velocity. I'm gonna get in triple extension, drop down and redirect force. Boom, up, drop the dumbbells, and then jump forward. Here we go. All right, so now we're gonna move on and work our way to a pulling motion where I'm gonna go ahead and do a switch grip inverted row. Now, good thing about this is that, most gyms in the hotel, they either gonna have a rack like this, maybe, or they'll have a Smith machine. All right, if they don't, then try to find maybe even TRX straps that you can lock into a door or door frame and do it there. Now you can't switch your grip, but you can still get that explosive action, all right? The good thing about switching the grip is that for combat sport athletes, it works the grip. So what you're gonna do is set up the bar about waist height, all right? Then you're gonna get into that inverted position and go from there, all right? So mixed grip, hips high. I'm gonna row to my sternum as explosive as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and do a ballistic action, take my hands off of the bar, and then switch grip. So feet position, it really is preference on how you feel stable on the ground. I like to plant my feet. Some people like to keep their toes up. I like to plant and then also squeeze my glutes, making sure everything in my posterior chain is locked in place so that I can be explosive with a stable position. All right, so another thing that you can do is a drop down variation using the bench, right? So if you don't have boxes in the hotel gym, you know, sometimes you may not have medicine balls, you may not have anything really at your disposal, but there should be at least one weight bench there. So what we're gonna do is do a basic drop down. We're gonna drop to the floor, and then we're gonna laterally push because we wanna work all planes of motion. So I'm gonna go ahead and push in that frontal plane. So I'm pushing laterally, and then I'm gonna rotate my body, working through the transverse plane and landing on 2 feet. We're gonna drop down on the floor, minimal ground contact time, and then redirect force. All right, so there you have it, right? I'm here, fight week. We have Robeisy Ramirez getting ready to fight for the title. So we have a hotel gym here. Again, let's use it to our disposal. For me, I still wanna do my power work. I still wanna do some hypertrophy training. I still wanna do my condensed conjugate model. So there's always ways that we can maneuver, manipulate, and find things that we can do to still get that stimulus adaptation, right? So for any power movement, you're looking to work with 3 to 5 sets, roughly 2 to 5 repetitions, somewhere around that range, making sure that every rep is explosive. You don't wanna go too far down the line of volume because velocity starts to diminish and you don't get that effect of maximal power output. So there's 5 total explosive power movements and exercises that you can do at primarily any hotel gym, right? Maybe not a motel, but a hotel. All right, thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you like this style of video, if you found value in my exercises and selection. Also, if you want to train specifically for power, I have a ton of programs right now on the Fight Life app. So make sure you check it out. Link is in the description. I'll see you next time. Peace.